Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have for you guys a full face of E.L.F cosmetics. Now, E.L.F is like my favorite drugstore brand. Actually, I take that back. E.L.F is my favorite drugstore brand. They have so many good products at a really awesome price, and the quality is always amazing. So I have a bunch of new products from them, and I'm gonna test them out for you guys in this video. With that being said, I will shut my dirty little trap and we will get on into it. Okay, so product number one, we've got this primer from E.L.F. This is the E.L.F Matte Oil Control Primer with kaolin clay and tea tree. And this is what it looks like. The packaging is really pretty. Now, I don't have anything on my face aside from cleanser, like I washed my face and I have on my SPF. Okay, this is hella greasy and it is turning my face red. And the scent is very minty. I don't know, I kind of don't really like it, but the consistency is kind of like it's very greasy finish. And your girl's oily. Girl doesn't need no more oils on this face. Now that that's on my face, we'll move into foundation. Now, the only foundation they have that is new that I have never tried, well, at least semi-new, is the E.L.F Foundation Serum Foundation. Now this is obviously supposed to be light coverage. It's a serum foundation, so I'm not expecting to get like amazing coverage out of this or anything. So because of that, I think I might actually just apply this with my hands instead of a sponge or a brush, because I typically just apply serum foundations with my hand. We're gonna go ahead and squeeze out a little bit. Ooh, that is straight up watery, my friends. Straight up watery. Shade's pretty good though. Looks like the shade's gonna be pretty good. This feels greasy also, and yeah, the coverage is definitely light, and this is definitely gonna be I'm definitely gonna have to powder with this, I think. I think we're all blended in, but the coverage is definitely light. You can still see like my redness, and I've got some blemishes that are coming through. So yeah, this is definitely not gonna, it's not giving me like amazing coverage or anything, but that's okay, because my next thing we've got is concealer. This is the E.L.F 16-Hour Camo Concealer, by far the best concealer that E.L.F has ever created. E.L.F, please do not ever stop making this. My old tube I did run out of. You'll be seeing that in an empties video next week, which I have not yet filmed. That will be filmed either tomorrow or the day after. You hear my dog, I'm sorry. So this is in the shade Fair Warm. My last one was pretty light, so I went a shade down, and hopefully this will be more of my correct shade. Ooh, yeah, that's still pretty light, my friends. That is still pretty light. Let's conceal the nose. I don't always do that, but today we're gonna, just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles, we're gonna do it today. And then since that serum foundation did not cover a whole lot of my redness, we're going to apply it some here in the pore area. And then we've got some imperfections over here that I want to cover up as well. I don't think I have a ton over here that needs to be covered. Just a little bit. Okay. And that usually does it for that. And we're gonna wait for that to dry down. So let's go ahead and do our eyes while we're waiting for that concealer to sit. And then I have this new eyeshadow palette from E.L.F. This is the E.L.F Retro Paradise palette, and there is 18 shades in here. I'm gonna go ahead and open it for you guys. Super pretty. As you can tell, this green shade was kind of damaged in transit from the E.L.F warehouse, but that is okay. I am not uber picky about that, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with that. And I have my little crease brush here. So I guess to start out, let's take this kind of mustardy-ish brown, and we are going to go ahead and put this on our crease. And E.L.F did not have a new eye primer, so that is the reason that I am starting out kind of bare eyelids today. I don't always use eye primers anyway. I am currently getting over a cold, so if I sound musty and different than normal. That is why. No, I do not have COVID. If in case anyone feels the need to comment that, I do not have COVID. It is just your standard run-of-the-mill. Get it every year because your girl's got asthma. Cold. I don't know. These shades don't really seem like they're showing up a whole lot. Maybe it's just because my eyes are so dark that I'm not able to see it. I don't know. Let's try to build that up using a different brush. This is a Moda brush. I like to use this when I'm taking a darker shade into the outer part of my eye. So let's go ahead and take this darker brown shade right here with the Moda brush. And I like to use the tip of that to get the product where I want it. Just to tap it on. I'm getting a little bit of fallout already. So these are definitely a powdery formula. However, the pigment's pretty good. For a powdery formula, the pigment's pretty good on these. Definitely a powdery formula. Although it's not terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. Now let's go back into the palette, and I don't know, I'm feeling kind of bold today, so let's take this this green shade that was broken in at transit. Okay, got flat shader brush, and we are gonna go into this green shade right here. I don't know, I don't feel like there's a whole lot of pigment. Oh, this green shade's got some fallout in. Well, oh well. Yeah, on camera this looks a lot better than it does in real life. In real life, this green is not uber pigmented, which I mean, this palette is only $14, so I mean, you can't really complain too much when you know, $14 palette. It just looks a lot better on camera than I feel like it does in person. Okay, so now we're gonna go back into this palette, and I'm going to take this lighter purple shade that's right here, and I'm gonna tap that to where that green shadow ends. Kind of going upwards. That purple does not show up very well either. The neons in here are just not great. Okay, and then E.L.F also had this new concealer and sponge brush duo. So it came with this brush and it came with the sponge. But we're gonna use the brush today to blend out the concealer on my under eyes. Yeah, this is definitely good for blending out concealer on your under eyes, I think. It's maybe just a tad bit more firm than I'd like, but if that doesn't bother you, then yeah, this would be a bomb under eye concealer brush. Move into the other eye just because I'm having a hard time. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and return to our eyes now because I wasn't quite done with that. And the last thing we did was we took this purple shade and we put it on the inner corner where the green eyeshadow stopped. And it doesn't really look like it showed up a whole bunch. So we are going to take that same transition shade that we started off with, and I am going to kind of bring it across the top of those three shades to hopefully bring a little bit more dimension and warmth into the shadow, because these are just not super pigmented at all. Coming over here to the other side. I'm just kind of melding these three shades together. And now to proceed with the eyeballs, after that we have these liquid eyeshadows to do. These are the E.L.F, I forgot what these are called, but they're the E.L.F liquid eyeshadows. I believe these are in the Retro Paradise collection. And this one is in the shade Flirty Birdie. And I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you guys. Looks like it's gonna be super pretty. And I'm just going to put that right in the middle of that green eyeshadow. Okay, where is it at? There it is, okay. Alright, and then I actually think I'm just gonna take this flat liner brush and kind of just put it in the areas that need it the most, the areas that look the most patchy. That's pretty. Looks really good on the eyes, you can tell. Yeah, that's bomb. Going to the other side now. And then we're just gonna do the same on this side. And then bring the eyeshadow up to the areas that need it. Alright, next, mascara. They didn't actually have a new mascara, so y'all know me, Essence Lash Princess, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and put this on. You guys need this mascara in your life. It's so good. It is so good. And we have that on our eyeballs now. And then we're gonna go in with our eyeliner, and E.L.F had the E.L.F No Budge Retractable Eyeliner. And it's just your standard retractable eyeliner. Not gonna go across the whole eye because I don't wanna close off my eyes. I'm just gonna go on the outer part right here. Gonna go back into the palette now, and we're gonna try that green shade over here that we tested earlier on our lid, and we're gonna see if maybe we can get it to appear a little bit better on the lower lash line next to that eyeliner. Not really. Yeah, it looks a little bit better on the lower lash line. I think I certainly like it better that way than I do just putting it on the lid. I think maybe this wasn't intended to be like a neon shade, but maybe I can do another video about my favorite like neon palettes. Yeah, it looks nice that way. I like it that way. It definitely works better that way than I think on the actual lid, and I think that might just be because these were not intended to be like super bold, super bright, opaque coverage neon shades. I think that might be the whole thing about that. All right, and then we're gonna move on to blush, bronzer, and highlight. Now, they didn't actually have a new bronzer, but last video I tried out the Wet n Wild contour palette, and this is actually the only thing in here that is not that's not from E.L.F. is the bronzer, because they just didn't have a new one for me to test out. So I figured we can try this again today and see if, you know, my opinion's changed, but we do need to set our face first. And to do that, we're gonna do the E.L.F. Halo Glow setting powder. I do know this is supposed to be glowy. I'm a little bit worried because you know, we have on a serum foundation, which is already pretty freaking glowy on its own. Okay, gonna go into the Halo Glow setting powder now, and I have my setting powder brush. Gonna go ahead and apply this. Well, that is very glowy. I can't tell if it's the powder that's glowy or if it's the serum foundation underneath it. Although, I mean, to be fair, it is called the Halo Glow setting powder, to be fair. It does have a lot of powder kick-up, so if that bothers you, you would not like this. It is extremely, extremely powdery with a very fine mill. Yeah, that's really pretty. I like that a lot, actually. I like that it just gives you a very natural look. You just heard somebody leave the house. All right, and now we're gonna go into blush, and I'm sure that you've heard lots of people raving about this. This is the E.L.F. Bite-Sized Face Duos, and this is in the shade White Peach, and it is supposed to be a blush and a highlight combo. And we're gonna go into the blush first. I'm gonna tap off the excess, and we'll go in. Whoa, okay. A little bit definitely goes a long way, you guys. You do not need a lot of this at all whatsoever. I'm actually gonna blow on it because there's lots of pigment there. However, it is very pretty. It sits really nice on the cheeks. All right, and then we're gonna go into this highlight shade in this, and I'll go ahead and swatch it for you guys. Ooh, wow. That feels like butter, actually. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty. But you can actually barely see it. That like borderline matches my skin tone. Let me see if this can be built up like on the swatch part of my hand. Yeah, you can kind of like build it up as a swatch, I think. I don't know. We'll have to see. If this one is too light, we can try this one, which looks like it might be a little bit darker. I don't know. Let's see which of these is a darker. Definitely thinking this one's the darker one. So let's try that one. Let's swatch that one and see what we're working with here. I think that darker one might be a little bit of a better match, or maybe we'll just mix the two and hope that, I don't know, we'll just mix the two. So we're gonna mix the two highlight shades in both of the face duos that I have and see how that's looking for highlight. And I have my little highlight brush that's right here. Just gonna go ahead and mix the two. Well, that's pretty, my friends. I need more. Oh yeah, that's real pretty. However, it does kind of look like it might be emphasizing my texture just a little bit. However, that is super pretty. That's giving like a really natural type highlight, but this does feel like one of the ones where you could easily build it up to give you like a beaming highlight if you wanted to. Okay, and then we're gonna move on to setting spray. We're gonna set the base, and for that I've got the E.L.F. Matte Blotting Mist with kaolin clay. Really cute packaging, as always. I like the smell. Let's go ahead and spray our face. Yeah, that's definitely mattifying. There used to be a lot more of a shine down in this region, I think. All right, and then for the lips, we've actually got a combination of things here we can look at. We have the Seriously Satin lipstick, and this is in the shade Persimmon. Okay, and then I have the E.L.F. Liquid Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Marvelous. And then I have the E.L.F. Ride or Die Lip Balm, and this is in the shade Just Peachy. You guys know I love me a good peachy shade. I actually think I'm going to start off with this lipstick, and then I'll put the lip balm over it just so I can use them both. All right. Oh, that. Yes, girl. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God, guys. You need this. If you want an obnoxiously neon reddish orange lip, oh my God, you need this. Cannot complain. All right, and then we're gonna take this Ride or Die lip balm here just to test it out. I almost don't even want to use it because I just love this red lip we got going on. That feels like it might have like a plumping effect. Okay guys, so this is the final makeup look using new E.L.F Cosmetics products. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up and you can subscribe. I would love to have you guys back for more. As always, you can leave down in the comments what I should do next time, or you can leave them on my Instagram, which I will pop up right here for all you guys and gals to go and follow me there. But I will see you guys in my next video. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.